That season finale yesterday was just a teeny weeny little bit emotional, wasn't it? Hopefully you enjoyed it. I hope you continue to enjoy this series as we head into season 2. If we could hit well over 1,000 likes again for the start of a new year, that'd be brilliant. Thank you again for your continued support of this save, and I will continue to be thankful and continue to thank you as long as the support maintains at a level that it has done, because it's been superb. Just the remedy for a slightly less successful Mallorca save. So thank you very much indeed for that. Also, thank you to Aaron and Ricky for joining the Patreon. Very much appreciated. And Ian for upping his Patreon pledge from one tier to another. Appreciate that very much indeed as well. And actually, Ian, if you could reply to my message on Patreon about your Twitch username, that'd be great, because then I can give you your VIP badge and gift you your subscription to the Twitch channel. So, Season 2. In the Youth RTG, we have set up our academy, we've brought in a number of new players, and the first season went very well. Started off a little bit heebie-deebie, but ended so strongly that we're very, very pleased. There have been a couple of changes to the starting lineup since you left me. You'll notice the two, one being Pope now on the right-hand side. He's come up from the youth system, and we will continue to train him as a right winger. Try and get that pace up, but he is higher rated. Well, actually, he's not higher rated than McMullen. McMullen's grown a little bit since I last looked at him, but as a winger, Pope's going to be better. And obviously, McMullen, we're retraining as a centre mid to give us that little bit more depth in the central area. You'll also notice Clark, our big 6'7" boy, is in at centre-back, as Green has been moved to right-back because of that extra little bit of pace. Green is higher rated than Don. Clark is higher rated than Green, and also Green is higher rated than Lewis, who was our former right-back. You'll also notice as well that Prince is in on the left-hand side of the defence, as he's much higher rated than Press. And Prince, hopefully, will have a very successful spell at left-back here at the club. Gardner continues to hold his first-team spot for now. And actually, I'll show you the lack of depth we have right now, because all of the real-life players are now gone. Absolutely every single one of them has left the club. We also have a number of other youth players now out on loan, trying to gain some first-team experience. And with regards our incomings this year, with regards our scouting, we're doing things a little bit different. For the first time, we have the opportunity to properly delve into the free agents. Now, I'm looking, the side really needs a goalkeeper that's of, 60 plus rating, if not slightly higher, and a right back. They're going to be my two main ports of call for the youth system, for the free agents, and I'm potentially looking at a striker as well, because we don't have much depth there either. Then my plan is, with the youth scouts, to send them out anywhere, everywhere, for 9 months, looking for any player. I say anywhere. I'm still wanting to keep things relatively domestic for the time being, considering we're still in League 2, but absolutely, especially considering the way we ended last season, our aim is promotion this year. Personally, the board, as you could briefly see there, only want mid-table from us this year. That's not good enough for me. I want promotion this season. FA Cup round of 16, that's going to be tough, but it gifted us that last, even though we didn't get anywhere near that stage. They want us to end the season with a profit margin of 13.5%, though. I will not be able to do that financial objective, I guarantee you, unless we end up having to sell someone like Bull if someone major comes in from, we just absolutely can't turn it down. I want us to score in at least 20 games this season, sorry. We had a great goal scoring record last year. That's not going to be a problem. Youth development wise, they want me to hire someone in each given position. Goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward. Well, we're looking for anyone everywhere. But I will only call up players from the youth system that are over £1 million, because we want to improve now. It's not just about getting the depth. Now it's about taking the squad to that next level. Now, I have had a look at our number of free agents at goalkeeper, at right back, and a couple at striker as well, to potentially bulk the squad out or boost the squad early doors this season. I have 3 goalkeepers here: Marcelo Bay, Raul Letizia, and Montero da Costa, Leonardo Montero da Costa. They're 3 options at goalkeeper. With regards right back, I've got loads of options here, as you can see. Nuno Miguel Valente Santos, Mateus Pereira Ferreira, Jovan Monteanu, Nassim Laris, Paul Campbell, Christian Ambrose, and then 2 strikers, those being J1 Bay and Damian Tudor. We will wait and see what they look like. We will find out what they look like by the end of this first episode, I hope. So, youth staff wise, time to unfortunately sack a couple of people. Bye, Auntie. We are looking for I'm not going to go all the way to the very top. It's early doors for us to be having a scout that's that good. I think what I'm going to do is just improve on what I previously had in that area, which would be Anu Lep. And then I will look to improve on Filipovic as well, because his judgment isn't as good. What's more important for me is the judgment. That's going to be the deciding factor. So we'll sack sack that guy. And unfortunately, I was hoping for someone that was kind of between those 4-star, 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 5 stars and the kind of 2-star, 2-star. I'll wait a week and then we'll send someone out. So, Ellis Fry to England, 9 months, any player. That's the plan this year with the youth system. I'm literally just going to look for anyone. Like I say, I think I'm still leaning domestic for now. I may actually stretch slightly to Central Europe for this second season in League 2. Maybe we branch out a little bit further each given season. So we'll send Anu Lep, the Estonian, to France. And then my third scout, I'll either send to someone UK-based or maybe Belgium or the Netherlands. We'll have to wait and see. But I wanted to get those 2 out, hopefully a third, sooner rather than later as well, so that we can get our first scout reports back by the end of this first episode, because the league season starts with Carlisle away at the end of the month. Now, we do have, in our pre-season tournament, the chance to earn about £1 million, which is probably enough for a decent scout, to be fair. And Cambridge United are in our pre-season tournament. Can you guess why I chose this one of the 3 options that we have at the beginning of the year? So, the chance to advance through. Transfer budget has been increased slightly, thank you very much. I will be adjusting my training regime for this season again as well, to ensure that sharpness is seen throughout the squad. I made a change last year and it didn't quite work out for me with regards maintaining sharpness throughout the whole team. But still, we were a decent side, and obviously we did see an improvement in results. So I'm hoping to maybe revert to kind of somewhere in the middle and see an even bigger boost in results. But Mulholland and Bull get goals in a 2-0 win in our first pre-season game. Like I say, there's about £1 million to be earned from this. So hopefully we can do well. And fingers crossed, things will work out well for us so that we can get ourselves a really decent mid-level scout. Let's quick sim. This one, it's a 1-1 draw. Salem on the score sheet. Cambridge with a win! Cambridge up in real life, and of course Cambridge up in this save as well. If you didn't reach the end of the finale yesterday, Cambridge United won promotion via the playoffs in League 2 last year. So they will be playing in League 1 next season in real life, and in this season in this save, which makes me a very happy boy, as you may well expect. So delighted with that. I'm actually not going to train any of the first team players here, just the bench guys, and that way the first team players will get as much fitness back for the first game, or this next game in pre-season, as possible. So we don't actually have much depth there now, as you can see, but we're looking to add to that with free agents and maybe even, hopefully, absolute stellar players via the youth system if we can get them up. I'm going to reject loan bids at the minute for those players that are still on the fringes, because at the minute I don't have the depth. I do need those players still to play fairly regularly for me. We lose 2-1 to SCR Altach. Clark with a goal. Salim got himself sent off after 20 minutes. Come on, pal. I'm not sure whether that means we're through or not. The answer is no. We're not through to the next round of the youth. Not through to the next round of the pre-season tournament, unfortunately. Angus is a goalkeeper, however. I am willing to let go because obviously he's a youth goalkeeper and we already have 3. So, oh, they don't want a loan at all. Okay, fine. Well, I am willing to let Angus go out on loan, and we're looking at the youth system currently. I don't believe any of the other guys have turned 16 yet, and they haven't. I've actually changed Jenkins to train as a centre-back now as well, actually. key to point out. He's 6 foot tall, he's not that quick, and he's not that good technically, so he's probably going to suit a centre-back more than a right-back, to be completely honest. So I'm training him as a centre-back, or retraining him to centre-back. Then we'll concentrate on his defensive stats. And you never know, he might grow to be very good. Let's have a quick look at the youth scouts and see if there's another one available there that is of that mid-level. No, unfortunately not yet. They kind of refresh every week, I think. Dylan Clark is kind of, as we were replacing, I kind of want a 3-star, really. That's my preference. Right, I'm going to go and sort my training calendar out because obviously I don't want to just go 3 weeks without training anyone because sharpness will fully drop off. And then we'll go and play Carlisle, but hopefully we'll get some scout reports back from those free agents in the meantime. Like I say, drop the video a like if you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell tick so you don't miss out on any more of Season 2. Let's go and boost that squad. Had a bid for Dennis that I'm going to reject. I wouldn't have bought you that unless we'd seen another bid come in for Angus that I delegated to just a loan, and Livingston have accepted to take him on loan for just a year, so that's going to happen. And already, Gavin Jenkins is available to change to centre-back. So guess what we're going to do? Going to change him to centre-back, and he stays at 56, but now, because his pace is already pretty decent, I want to really just concentrate on his defensive stats if I can. What is going to be the best way to do that? Stopper, probably. All of his physical, and the two most important defensive stats for me, which are defensive awareness and stand tackle. So we'll do that. That's 1 week. It's going to take 1 week to do that. Yep, I think Gavin Jenkins is probably going to grow quite well this year, don't you? Jesus. Hopefully, once that 1 week is up and he's grown a little bit and he's completed that, it won't take too long to train him in another position as well. Everybody seemingly wants Dennett. I do have him loan listed, I think, actually, so it's kind of my fault. I'm going to reject any bids that come in for my guys at the moment, though. Until we've bulked out the squad and we know what we're doing, I'm not going to accept anything. McMullen has completed his training to a centre mid now. Great. He's now going to move back to that centre mid area, stays at 67 rated, and if I train his passing predominantly, then stamina can get a boost. And hopefully, he'll be a very, very good player for us in that centre mid spot. He may even stand a chance of coming up to the first team if he outgrows Allo or Mulholland, although they both still continually are very good. Right, cracking on forward. No reports yet from the free agents, but there's still plenty of time. As I say that, here come all of the scout reports. Bear with me, I've got some paperwork to go and sift through. Right, so we were looking to be more specific with our prioritization of specific players with the free agents this second season. I might not do this every year, but because it's our first opportunity to have a decent pool of players to pick from, I wanted to have a crack at it this second season. And especially considering these players, as you can probably tell by a couple of the ratings there, are certainly going to make an immediate impact on the team. Bay is only 59 rated. He's not going to be that much of an improvement, so I'll remove him. Now, Raul Letizia is 6'3" and 61 rated. He looks pretty handy already and is a significant improvement on what we've already got. Now, Montero da Costa is outrageously good considering the level that we're playing at. I'm going to sign Letizia, and I don't know if he's too good for us at the level we're at. I mean, we've got Bull, I suppose. We've got other players that are of that level. I'm going to approach this. Let's get Leonardo Montero da Costa into the club. Crucial role. You bet your bottom dollar it'll be a crucial role. 4 years is fine by me. Don't want a release clause, please. You hero. Accept. And then wage-wise, give me an idea of what you want. He's not going to, but he's not going to want much at this. Whoops. He's not going to want much at this early stage. So I'll offer him $3,000. He should accept that, and we will be well away. Well, that is a remarkable improvement in that position, isn't it? Gardner has grown to 57, but I'm afraid at 68, yeah. Montero da Costa is into the starting lineup. That is a drastic improvement to the starting lineup. Will have a huge impact on our play this year, especially in simulated games. Right back. Ambrose 6. None of them actually really stand out that much. 60 rated is a significant improvement though on what we've currently got. Ambrose is 19. Physically looks decent. Paul Campbell is also 17 at 60 rated. And he looks just as good. So, because he's 2 years younger, I think I'm going to go for Paul Campbell. Going to go for Paul Campbell. Are there any of the other guys really stand out physically that would maybe sway that decision? Not necessarily. Oh, actually, Nassim Laris, 6'1". Oh, technically he's dead though. Technically he's dead. Paul Campbell is definitely the best option there at right back. So Paul Campbell will come in. This free agent tactic seems to be working pretty damn well for us right now, doesn't it? I'll offer you important. If you want it, you can have it. Good. He's going to come in as our starting right back. Another significant improvement on the starting 11. You will have already noticed the ratings of the strikers down there. So, £350 a week for 4 years. Welcome to the gang. So, J1 Bay or Damian Tudor? Bay is quick. Tudor is agile, but not quite as fast. Who's got the better finishing? 58. 57 is not much in it. Technically, there's not much in it either. Ball control 78, 73, 71, 79. So they're kind of other way around. 63 free kick accuracy is good, actually. We've got 68 free kick accuracy. Oh, Damian, you're teasing me here, mate. I think I might go for Damian. J1 Bay is only 5'7" as well, actually. That not necessarily going to help. And medium work rates. Tudor is higher rated, younger, better work rates. I'm going to go for Damian Tudor. He is going to join us, and I'm sorry, Chisholm, but you're going to drop to the bench, and Damian Tudor is going to come in. Now, I'm not going to sign the other guy as well, because obviously you guys have, and I as well, have built up a very strong relationship with Samer. So hopefully he will stay as our starting striker, Samer Salem, alongside now our new striker that will join the ranks, Tudor. Oh, things are getting good. Things are getting good. And now we'll just add to this with, and he's left foot as well on that other side. So we'll add to the squad now with whatever we get from those youth scouts. And again, I will only hire players, I will only sign players that are significantly above. There is, actually, I need to change the right back. There is one glaring area, as you can tell there, where we're still lacking, and that is the other centre-back. But I'm hoping to get that player via those youth scouts. So we're still weak in one area, but the team now, with the youth players that have continued to grow, we've brought up Clark, Prince, Pope, and the free agent signings, Tudor, Campbell and DaCosta. That is a promotion-winning team, as far as I'm concerned. Let's go and see just how good it is in the first game of the season against Carlisle, and fingers crossed, start the season on the front foot and really move towards promotion with game number 1. I've been trying all the way up to this game against Carlisle to get someone that is kind of in between where we were scout-wise and these very top guys, and it's just not working, unfortunately. It's only giving me, like, the very worst, where I was, or the very best. So I won't go for Samuel Stevens. I'll go for Christopher Rasmussen, but he will come in now, and we'll send him to, yeah, let's send him to the Netherlands. I'll send him to the Netherlands to look for potentially the next big thing from the Eredivisie. Now, with regards to my actual scouts, as in main team scouts, I have them out looking for first team quality, promising players who are coming back as, half of them, coming back as regens as well, which is great. Which is exactly what I was looking for. So hopefully our real life scouts will come back with something here and there with players that we could sign as well. Of course, again, continually only signing those regen players that have either come through our youth system or someone else's youth system. But this is going to be my opportunity to get Barrow out of this division right now. We will not have a better chance, I don't think, for a Season 2 to get this side out of this league with the players that we've been able to bring in here. So, making their official debuts, Tudor, Pope, Prince, Clark, Campbell and DaCosta. 6 new names in this starting lineup. Let's crack on. Salem is up to 61 as well as he continues to grow. This is going to be a very exciting second year. It's a nice ball out to Toure, and Campbell's got his work cut out here at right back, early doors. I do have to go through and colour code a few players' boots. Those new signings obviously have come through with default boots. We did make the decision last season to alter how we were customising our players, and we decided, good save to Costa, to give goalkeepers white boots, to give defenders greenish boots, to give midfielders yellow or blue boots, and forward players, attacking players, red-ish boots. So I'll go through and do that over the course of the next few days in this save. That's a poor pass by Clark. He's 6'7", so hopefully his physicality will be his saving grace this season for his lack of technical ability. But certainly it was that lack of technical ability that caught me out there. Mulholland feeding, he's not feeling anyone. Feeding Salem, and then out to Pope. His first ever delivery for me. Doesn't quite find a teammate, but I'm hoping he can be a very decent winger for us on that right-hand side. That's a good ball in. Pope's not the tallest, but challenging at least for the header there. It'll fall to Mulholland, and our first attack, as of yet, hasn't led to a goal. I should have turned first before trying to play the pass rather than do both at the same time. Still not quite clicked with a couple of the new players, or really clicked with the side in this second season, in this first game so far, but there's plenty of time. We had a very slow start to last year. An expected slow start, but still very slow. And we very nearly qualified for the playoffs come the end of the season. So, things look promising if we can start well this year. Mulholland could go for a 1-2. Allo looked for Salem. It's deflected away. Half an hour played here. Still 0-0 on the opening day, but plenty of time for that to change and for us to make a winning start to League 2. Can't remember where Carlisle finished last year. Not that highly, I don't think. Good save by Da Costa at the near post. Somehow it's fallen back to a Carlisle man, and they have scored. Riley turns it home. Da Costa quite rightly furious with his defenders in front of him. He makes a good save there, and then they both just get in the way of each other. I think either of them actually properly locked onto the ball. Neither of them even tried to take a touch. And Carlisle take an unexpected, kind of undeserved 1-0 lead here. Not the start I was hoping for, but still, the only way is up from here, I suppose. Hello to Salem. Go on, Tudor. Make the run through that gap. Oh, he's got a bit of pace. He is left-footed, and he did use that left foot, and he does score on debut. Damian Tudor, off the mark for the season, off the mark for his Barrow career. That might be a brilliant signing for us come the end of the season. He and Salem might well fire us to promotion. Down the line, looking for Pope. Hopefully he'll be able to improve his sprint speed soon. We'll have a little bit of extra pace on that wing. Obviously, we're very blessed with Bull on the left, and if we can get someone that is equally as impactful on the right, then we'll be thrilled with our progress. Not that we aren't thrilled with our progress as a side already, to be fair. Those free agents have really stepped us up. I wasn't sure how well the whole look at free agents rather than youth players through the youth system this season would work out. Turns out, inspired decision. It's not something I'll do every year. Like I say, I'll probably concentrate on the youth academy more often moving forward, and maybe we'll sign one free agent per season moving forward. But as this was my first opportunity to do so, that's why I've kind of gone, not necessarily all the way, only signing 3 youth free agents, but certainly I'll try and limit my free agent growth here on out, if that's something you would like me to do, because obviously it's going to be big bumps free agent wise. Or maybe you guys like the fact that we're dipping into the free agents and maybe buying, depending on what my first team scouts come up with, other youth regens from other clubs. As we get later in the save, obviously youth players will become more and more prevalent in the save and at higher and higher ratings throughout the course of the season and the save as we go higher and higher in the divisions. So I've got them looking for first team quality players. So in theory, the only youth players that my first team scouts will come back with are players that will have an impact on the first team. That's why I purposefully sent them out looking for that type of player. So hopefully we should be fine. Bull will float this and Salem won't get there. Hayden's done brilliantly. Bull will win that header though, and Salem won't get to that either. 1-1 with 20 or so minutes to go. Campbell looking good at right back. If you'd like to sprint though, that'd be lovely. Thank you. Across the ball. It's a nice ball, to be fair. And Tudor is played in. Salem's going. Just delayed a little bit there. Wasn't really confident playing either pass. That's a lovely spin by Salem. Oh, it's a good save by Farman. Very nearly a goal to go with his assist for Samir here to start the season. Really good spin. Pumphrey could be up to win this. He has done, but he's headed it wide, unfortunately. We're looking good for a point here away from home. Hopefully, if the chances continue to come like that, we might well look good for a victory yet. Press has come on off the bench and will immediately play the ball forward to McVeigh, who's also come off the bench here to try and turn this game in our favour. Allo, there's ball. I've got numbers in the middle. Can we get the header at the back post? We can't. We should get to this first, and McVeigh's done well. I think it was McVeigh. Into Tudor and Salem and Mulholland. Turn, find Samar. There you go! Samar Salem in the 84th minute does have the goal to go with his assist. We're going to get a win on the opening day. This Barrow side are on the up. Trying to do some defensive work now, Samar, and nearly winning the ball back. Could have sent Tudor away there. Tanner spins and does find Mellish. This game's not over yet. There's still the opportunity for a final twist until we put that challenge in. That will see us win our first game of League Two. It took a little while for the first win to come last year. This season, it's come straight away. Tudor, a goal on debut. Da Costa impressing in goal on debut. Everybody else looking pretty solid in their first games as well. Pope heavily involved in the play throughout the course of the game as well. Centre-back, the new 6'7" man did okay. Obviously, that is the next area I want to improve in, but I have to be happy enough with that. Lucas Bull has completed his training to striker, but I'm not wanting to keep him as a striker. I'm wanting to change him back to a winger. That was just to kind of improve some of his other stats. Can I kind of want to just change his passing and his dribbling now, which is probably going to be Cam. 35 weeks is what it'll take, but actually, do I change him back to a left wing? I might change him back to a left winger first, just so it doesn't affect his boosts in game a little bit too harshly, and then we'll look to kind of train him in a certain area. I'm sorry, Dave. Your third choice goalkeeper now, unfortunately. It shouldn't be long before Gavin Jenkins turns 16, and he'll probably come straight into the starting lineup ahead of Clark because he'll be higher rated. But we're waiting for those first scout reports, and there they are. So, has the any system worked? Not yet. Not there anyway, and not there either. But I am expecting this system to work quite well for us throughout the course of the season. Like I say, I'm not going to be signing anyone that isn't over 1 million. Someone did say, actually in the comment section of an episode a while ago, that if I get anyone with a helmet, I should just call him up just for the amusement of having a player with a helmet. Obviously, it's not necessarily amusing the way that he would necessarily need the helmet, but because Oscar Gardner has a helmet, we will call him up. Potential of 68 to 90, 59 rated. I'll add him to the senior lineup just to add an extra player to the system. Actually, he's probably going to be quite decent as a centre mid, to be honest. We'll change him. We'll train him there as a centre mid, and it's going to take 8 weeks. Then, to be fair, he could probably take over from Dennis, and then maybe Dennis can go out on loan. 49 rated currently, Dennis. So actually, I'll call him. He was 16, wasn't he? I'll call him up immediately. Come on then, Mr. Gardner. Up to the senior team you come, sir. Onto the bench you go immediately, sir. Sorry, Dennis. We have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Dennis, don't we, really? Right, that is the squad looking very good right now. Mulholland's up to 70 already. Come on, boys. Let's crack on, shall we? We are 4th in the league after 1 game. We'll just quick sim this training regime as we push towards the 2nd game of the season, which will be at the weekend against Wimbledon. This first episode is going to be the improvements to the squad, our first played game, and what I'd like to do is a first simmed game as well, just to give us an idea of how competitive this side is going to be in sims this season. Let's find out. Wimbledon, a side that have come down from League One last year, and well, a rather entertaining 3-3 draw. Tudor, Salem and Tudor. 3 goals for Tudor now at the start of the season in the first 2 games. I think he and Salim might well be a dream partnership. They've started off exceptionally well this year. I am particularly excited about this second season. I hope you guys are as well. We'll finish off the transfer window tomorrow and hopefully get that scout report back from the Netherlands as well. And of course, as we head into the month of September, we'll get another scout report back from those first 2 scouts too. That's the way we're going to work things this second season. Main aim now, having built a squad, is get promotion. Then we can start thinking about building the generation after the current generation. Right then, thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate your support so far. I will see you tomorrow for another one.